Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is March 30th, 2023. I have a headache, so I'm going to try not to scream like I normally do. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I look like I'm looking weird, like moving my head, is because my head is hurting me. Some reason, it's hurting me. Well, hope you guys enjoy my explaining of how I act with the heel wrestlers and all that stuff, because I got a little confused with that too. But ladies and gentlemen, hope some of you guys understand that I'm not trying to be mean on purpose. It's just for the characters that they play as, because they're bad guys. So they should know the bad guy thing. So I hope you guys understand that when I call somebody a heel guy's bad name, or make fun of them, I'm not trying to make fun of the real life person. I'm just making fun of their gimmick. Hope you guys understand that, because I've been trying to explain that. Hold on, guys. I just spit. I got a message during my video. There's no pay-per-view that I need to worry about, because I did the last two videos. I talk about WrestleMania and NXT Stand and Deliver, because last week I had a break. And there is a pay-per-view this weekend for all that for NXT and Raw. And some matches got made for the pay-per-view that I did not say anything last week because I was having a break. So I said it this week. But Double or Nothing, I believe, is in May. And we're only in April soon. Technically, we're in March. We have 2 more days. We got 30th and 31st. And then we got April. We got WrestleMania coming up. We all can't wait. And the first pack of the DLCs of 2K23 is coming out as well on April 19th. Who's happy? We're going to get Hit Row. We're going to get the Steiner Brothers. I can't wait to see all that, because I like it. I get excited. I don't care who's in the pack. I will play as everybody in the pack. So I'm happy for it. I like new guys. I like the new legends that never been in games for years. So, yeah. So, let's get to the AEW, ladies and gentlemen. First thing, let's talk about Blackpool Combat. Because, hey, Joe, we saw Don Callis try to apologize to Hangman Adam Page because he blamed Hangman Adam Page last week. If you guys didn't watch, I've seen it. But, ladies and gentlemen, I did not say anything about it because I was on break. But Don Callis, he put his hands on Hangman because the Blackpool Combat attacked the Elites once again. But they put the Young Bucks in the hospital. Hangman went to the hospital with the Young Bucks. And then at the end of the show, the Blackpool Combat Club looks like they want to attack Kenny Omega. So they did, and then Hangman came out. He stole the ambulance, and then he tossed the keys on the ground. And then he has this wood. It looked like the Janus weapon that Abyss had in Impact Wrestling, but it had 3 little nails on this small wood. So all that happened, and then Don Callis grabbed Hangman while Hangman wasn't looking. He grabbed his arm behind him, and then he turned around, and then Don Callis just falls on the ground, Kenny looked at him and said, "What happened?" Don Callis blames Hangman Adam Page. Hangman turned back around to Kenny because he was trying to fend off the Blackpool Combat Club while Don Callis was on the ground. He looked at Don Callis on the ground and he saw Kenny, and Kenny blames Hangman for the attack. So that's why he needs to apologize. And ladies and gentlemen, and then Don Callis did mention that Kenny Omega will have a match for his IWGP United States Championship against Jeff Cobb later on. And then he says, "I will go apologize to Hangman." So he did, but Hangman didn't want to shake Mr. Don Callis' hand, but he didn't have a chance as well. The Blackpool Combat Club attacked Hangman, but some reason Don Callis, the whole time Hangman was getting attacked, he had his hand out, looked like he wanted to shake hands. And then Jon Moxley looked at him and said, "You want to shake hands now?" And then Jon Moxley attacked Don Callis and busted him open. So Kenny Omega has to go by himself in this match against Jeff Cobb. And I was telling you guys what happened at the end of that match. The Young Bucks are injured. I don't remember what they had. Matt Jackson has like a hurt arm and I believe like ribs, something with ribs with Nick Jackson. So all that happened. And ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you guys what happened with Kenny Omega after his match. So first match of the evening, we got Jungle Boy versus Matt Hardy. It was okay. Not pretty decent. Matt Hardy needs to get better if he wants to keep wrestling. I'm sorry to say it. But ladies and gentlemen, and then Ethan Page got himself involved. And then Hook came out to attack Ethan Page. Matt Hardy grabbed Hook. And then Ethan Page accidentally punches Matt Hardy in the face. And then, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Jungle Boy. If you guys didn't see, historically was in a match last week. In a no disqualification match. And the funny part is that he announced his retirement. And then he said he had a doctor note. He gave it to Justin Roberts. And Justin Roberts says this was a receipt. I forgot what the receipt was for. But he lied about it. And he still had the match. But Hook won the match. Ladies and gentlemen, Jungle Boy won the match. And then MJF came out. I forgot what he said because he talks so much, talks a lot. Nobody cares. I'm just getting annoyed of MJF right now because his heel, all he does when he's a bad guy is talk and talk and talk. So I didn't really care for that. So that happened. Then we had the Blackpool Combat Club versus Dalton Castle and the boys. When Dalton Castle and the boys were doing their entrance, they got attacked by the Blackpool Combat Club. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they get a win with Claudio doing his powerbomb onto one of the boys. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we had Kenny Omega. Tony Schiavone gave him the bad news while he's getting ready for his match. Kenny needs to focus because he has a hurt side here and a hurt arm. And he's versus Jeff Cobb. We got Kenny Omega versus Jeff Cobb for the IWGP United States Championship. Pretty decent match, but the winner of that match was Kenny Omega. He retained the title, and then he got surrounded by the Blackpool Combat Club until Bryan Danielson makes his Shockley return because he said he's going to be gone for a bit because he lost the world title match. He looked like he was going to help Kenny Omega. He helped him up. But Kenny Omega tried to do a knee trigger onto Utah, but he ran out of the ring. And then when Kenny turned around, Bryan Danielson did a running knee onto Kenny Omega. That means the whole Blackpool Comic Club, Combat Club is all full force. All four guys is back as a team. And ladies and gentlemen, they tried to destroy Kenny Omega. there was a little bell lock, and then like showing the securities tried to break it, but they were getting attacked by Claudio, Yuta, and John Moxley. Even Brandon Cutler tried to come in, and Nakazawa tried to come in, but like nobody could stop it, except for Bryan Danielson. He let it go. That's cool. Then we had Orange Cassidy defending his AEW International Championship against the Butcher. I really don't know how the Butcher got this title shot. How did he get this title shot? Has he ever won a match in 2023? I don't remember. I know it's not in AEW Dynamite because I watch every AEW Dynamite. I haven't seen this guy win a match in Dynamite. Maybe on AEW Dark or Rampage. I don't know. But he hasn't won anything on Dynamite. And that still continues because he lost his chance at the International Championship against Orange Cassidy. Then we have Ruby Soho versus Willow Nightingale because now they're former tag team partners when they mostly team up for one match in a street fight. I think they did it multiple times. But technically the women's doesn't have a tag team partner because there's no tag team titles. What's the point of having a tag team partner in the women's division if you don't have... What's the point of being a tag team if you can't win gold for it? That's a dumb thing. They're making these factions and tag teams with the women's, but what's the point of it? What is the point of the women's tag team division when there's no division? Because you don't have a championship about it. I read something that they asked a question, should they get rid of the TBS title and replace it with the tag titles? Oh, I say hell yeah. Because this TBS title is stupid. It's bullcrap because nobody's doing anything with Jade Cargill. She has like a rivalry with Taya Valkyrie, but after that, what's going to happen with this TBS title? Random matches again? Maybe when Taya wins it, maybe better matches that would not a whole bunch of jobbers. Who knows? But I will say hell yeah for replace the TBS title with women's tag team titles. Speaking of tag team titles, at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, there's going to be new design of the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. The OG Ring of Honor Tag Team titles will go to the Briscoes family. They will be holding those tag titles. They could display it on their walls or put it on the trophy case. But, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be new Ring of Honor's Tag Team titles. But Mark Briscoe could keep the OG's Ring of Honor's tag team titles. That's nice of Mr. Tony Khan letting the Briscoes hold that. Well, the Briscoe family. That's pretty cool. But the winner of that match was Ruby Soho because of the little help, a lot of help from Tony Storm and Saraya. And ladies and gentlemen, Ruby, Saraya, and Tony were about to spray paint Willow Nightingale, but they didn't want to do that. They wanted to injure Willow, so they grabbed a chair. And then Scott Blue and Ryu came out. They got beat up by the numbers until Jimmy Hater came out, starts beating everybody up. But we heard that next week we will have an AEW Women's World Championship match. It will be Ryu versus Jimmy Hater for the championship. How? Why? Don't know. Speaking of championships for next week, ladies and gentlemen, we got tag team titles on the line. It will be for the tag titles and for FTR's careers of AEW. I don't know who's gonna win this because the gun boys, they just won the tag team titles. But does Tony Khan want to get rid of FTR? Does this mean because of the contract might be expired? Who knows? But if they do lose, maybe it's because their contracts were expired. But if they win, maybe they sign a new contract. Who knows? We will find out next week on AEW. Then we had our main events. Adam Cole's first match back, and he versed Daniel Garcia. It was a very decent match, but before the commercial break, Adam Cole looked like he hurt his neck. And that's where he was injured, and that's why he was gone for months, is because of his neck. And it looked like he hurt his neck again, but he still do the match. He still continued. But the winner of that match was Adam Cole. And then out of nowhere, we got Jericho coming out, checking on Daniel Garcia. But every time he walks, he tries to look back to Adam Cole. He didn't directly look back at Adam Cole. He was walking, and then he turns his head. He did it twice when he was on the end of the ramp. He looked back, and then when he was on top of the ramp, he looked back again. And then we had streamers. The streamers happened before Chris Jericho came out to celebrate Adam Cole's return to the ring. But ladies and gentlemen, a lot of things will be happening. We got the Ring of Honor pay-per-view that's going to happen. We got WrestleMania coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We have big weekend here. We have a big weekend because, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania is happening. Stand and Deliver is going to happen. When is Ring of Honor's pay-per-view? Can I look that up before I sign off? La la la, no no no. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Supercard of Honor, I believe. I believe. What date? March 31st. So yeah, it will be on the weekend as well. But I might not watch it, so we will find out if I watch it or not. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hope you guys were okay that I took a week off. I am still upset for that because I didn't want to take a week off. But ladies and gentlemen, my mind state, my mental health and my everything when we had to do this thing with my dog and all that stuff, it hurts and it ruined me. It ruined my mental health and so I had to clear my head, and I like to be positive in my videos, but while I'm doing these videos and being upset, it's not going to be good, and it's not going to be a great video to make. It's not going to be good for my health. It's not going to be a good video for you guys to make, because I will be really upset. I will not be in a happy mood. So yeah. I hope you guys were okay with that. We are back now. I'm still dealing with my feelings about this whole thing, but now my mental state, my mental health, and my feelings are kind of getting a little better. That we know that he's in a better place, and he had a great life. We all know that he had a great life. He was happy. He was happy that he had a family. I think every animal is happy that they had a family that loves them, respects them, and all that stuff. I tried everything to give him all he wants, everything he needs. I tried my best. Every owner tries their best to give your pets everything they need or want. Sometimes I spoil my dog. Sometimes I don't. I give him his normal dog food. But That's how you are. That's how I am. But ladies and gentlemen, it is upsetting, and we've done it before with my other dog, so it's still not. It does not feel good doing for a second time. It still not feel good. I know there's a lot of people that done it, and they know how it feels. They know how sad you get and all that stuff, because your dog, it doesn't matter if it's a dog, if it's a cat, or a lizard, or a hamster. They're part of the family. So if that family member goes, of course you will be upset about it. Like, this dog was my best friend. He will follow me everywhere I go. He acts like me sometimes. He acts like me. He's happy with being around with me. Me and him had a good bond. Even with my other dog, we had a good bond. But she mostly was... she had a better bond with my dad. She had a better bond with my dad. The two dogs had their favorite owner. I didn't have a favorite dog, but the dogs had a favorite owner. The one that passed away now, or the 2 weeks ago, no, I think wasn't it last week? I'm bad with days. Buddy, the one that passed away this year, he chose me to be his best owner, and Dakota, the one that passed away in 2019, chose my dad to be her favorite owner. So yeah, I know it got confusing. I'm sorry. But ladies and gentlemen, I would never forget my dogs. They will always be in my heart. They will never be forgotten. They will always be missed. They were the best dogs I ever had in my life. My family had a whole bunch of dogs, but I never had dogs by myself. I'm happy we had them. Because they listen good. They had their problems because they're dogs. They go through the garbage. They go wash them in my home. But they're dogs. Every dog does that. But I'm happy that they were here and made me happy, made my brother happy, made my dad happy, made my family happy. I'm happy for that. Now, we're going to make each other happy, so the dogs, where they are, they're in the better place now, not hurting anymore, that they're going to see us, that we could help each other as well, that they did their jobs, and we're going to keep on doing their jobs, but me and my brother. I don't know what I'm saying now. I'm rambling. I don't know what I'm rambling about. But ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. That's all for me today. See you guys on Friday for Impact Wrestling results. And we found out who will be versing Kushida at the Multiverse show. It'll be Leo Rush. That's all for me today. Tell us out. Bye!